Last year's record-setting snowfall aside, the white stuff can be pretty rare in and around the Puget Sound area. You come to school and you are not used to cooking for yourself, or you now have to go to buffet lines in your sorority or fraternity. In a few hours, Questview will be filled with a different kind of football fan as the MLS Soccer Cup descends on Seattle. I am here in front of Vera Fitness. It's a new workout studio made just for women. The new Washington State driving while texting ban means drivers need to keep their eyes off their phone and on the road. Wait a minute, Mom's not here. So you start to order pizza a lot. I can have cake, pie, 4 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, 3 sodas, and that's a good looking dinner. Jake Locker is only a junior at the University of Washington, but with the buzz that he could be a first-round draft pick, Jake's game here on Saturday could be his last one for the Huskies. I always get dessert because I think dessert is very important.
You get dessert.
I always get dessert. I am here in front of Vera Fitness. It's a new workout studio made just for women in the Green Lake area, and I'm gonna learn how to use this new thing called Kinesis to tighten up my abs and my butt. So let's go check it out. I'm here with Erin Usher, and you are an instructor here at Vera Fitness, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so can you tell me a little bit about Vera Fitness?
Vera Fitness is an all-women's gym. We are about creating holistic fitness experience for women.
What makes the workouts here different than, say, some other gyms?
We develop a new routine every month. So it's not like they're coming in and just doing something random. And then as soon as they really master it, we bring in something new.
Super. It's
Yeah.
nice to always keep the body
Exactly.
guessing that way.
Exactly.
All right, so let's go ahead and let's take a look at some of the Kinesis stuff you have.
Great.
Let's get a tour.
Okay. There are 4 different modules, each different, and we spend a couple minutes on each module.
I like all these exercises because they look like they're using multiple muscle groups.
Yes, all of them are full body. So it's a plank with the row, and just holding and doing some bicep curls. It's a pulley system, and they move in 360 degrees around the body.
And what kind of changes will people see in their bodies doing this?
You'll see a lot of similar results that they promise in Pilates, because you're working that core, and you are working your body in 360 degrees. So you're not just staying in tight and working one, you're lengthening at the same time that you're strengthening.
So if you're looking for a new way to tighten and tone your body, definitely give Kinesis at Vera Fitness a try.
Oh, the dreaded freshman 15. That extra 15 pounds you gain in your first year of college. So how does it happen?
The typical way is you come to school and you are not used to cooking for yourself, or you now have to go to buffet lines in your sorority or fraternity. Wait a minute, Mom's not here. So you start to order pizza a lot. I can have cake, pie, 4 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, 3 sodas, and that's a good looking dinner.
Senior Caitlin Murphy should know. She gained more than 15 pounds her freshman year at the University of Washington.
I suffered from the freshman 15 in sort of a roundabout sort of way. I got mono my freshman year, and most people lose a lot of weight when they get mono, and I gained only about 20 pounds or so. So I gained the equivalent of the freshman 15. Yeah, so here it is.
Now this philosophy major and aerobics instructor has turned her experience into a book titled Fighting the Freshman 15.
I love fitness, very passionate about it. And so I thought, you know, why don't I take all these things I've learned, all these things I've researched, that I've read about, that I've tried myself, that I think have worked for me, and why don't I put it in a condensed version for other girls, guys, to say, hey, you know, this is real life stuff. 4, 3, 2.
But this 22-year-old's passion for fitness wasn't her only motivation. When Caitlin was just 14, she suffered from an eating disorder.
I know I got down to, I think, 91 pounds. And I remember stepping on the scale and seeing 91 pounds. And that's really scary. Seeing the number on the scale that was way below 100 pounds, I know intuitively that that's way too little to weigh. And that's when it hit me. I was like, I am anorexic.
Caitlin admits that as a teenager, she didn't like what she saw in the mirror.
My arms, everybody has their problem area. Some people are like, my butt's too big, my legs are too short, whatever. My arms, it's always my arms. And so I would look at other girls and be like, she has great arms, she has great arms. Why can't I have arms like her? So it's just this feeling of always being compared to other people and always comparing yourself to other people. And I think that really fuels a poor body image for a lot of women.
Caitlin's excessive exercising started to impact her social life.
I didn't like not hanging out with my friends because I was so scared that they were gonna have like pizza, and I didn't want to have pizza because I wasn't gonna be able to run. I'm 16 years old, and while my friends are having fun on Friday nights, going to slumber parties and football games, I'm at home like on the Stairmaster.
For Caitlin's parents, Tom and Barbara Murphy of Bellingham, watching their only child wither away was painful.
I think it just got out of balance. There was the fitness and the amount of food going in were not in balance. And I would say that I don't think Caitlin was even aware herself.
With the support of her parents, her doctor, and a nutritionist, Caitlin finally got back on track.
What parents want to do, what we try to do, is to support her by really listening to her, letting her explain what she was feeling. I think it's very important for parents not to be judgmental, but really just to thoroughly listen.
Caitlin's self-published book was a family affair. Dad served as editor, Mom as the graphic designer.
I think that the book is really a triumph that Caitlin achieved. How do we feel? We feel proud. But what it is, it's a triumph because she had an eating disorder, got control of it herself, support from us, support from the doctor, but nevertheless did it herself, and then made a decision that she was going to take what she learned from that and put it into a form that she could use to help others.
Nice!
Caitlin Murphy will always have a passion for exercise, but now, more importantly, her passion is to live a healthy lifestyle.
Because an eating disorder isn't something that goes away. It's something that you carry with you for the rest of your life, because it's a way that your mind works. I have that control that maybe I was seeking when I was anorexic, but I didn't know how to do the correct way. And now I feel like I have established that control, but I've established it in a very healthy way.
Freshman, sophomore, junior, or even senior citizen, Caitlin has some advice for all of us.
In her book, Fighting the Freshman 15, Caitlin serves up all kinds of eating and workout tips, and they're not just for college students.
The thing that I find most important about exercise, it has to be fun.
Make sure those toes are nice and pointed.
I think that everybody can find something that's physical activity that they like to do. So if you prefer dancing, then go and take a tango class or take a salsa class. Anytime you move around, that's exercise. I definitely don't believe in diets. I personally believe that the concept of a diet sets you up to fail.
Caitlin says small tweaks in your eating habits can make big differences. For example,
When I get my mocha in the morning, I'm gonna get a non-fat instead of a regular mocha. And that's gonna cut out calories. And when you start to cut out calories like that, and you add maybe 5 minutes to your workout every week, then you're gonna start to see your body get in balance. I usually try to get a sandwich. I'm not a big mayonnaise fan.
for lunch, Caitlin tries to avoid too much fat.
I always try to get a piece of fruit. I'll grab a water. Now they've come out with like baked chips.
And for a healthy snack,
I always try to grab an energy bar.
And is this for a snack in between?
This is for, maybe if I'm going to be on campus for 4 hours because I have classes all morning. Between classes, I'll have an energy bar.
and this may be surprising.
I always get dessert because I think dessert is very important.
You get dessert.
I always get dessert. I think dessert is very important because if you, reward yourself and you like something that's a little sweeter, you have it in moderation so you don't go ahead and binge on it.
So Caitlin's message is clear. The Freshman 15 can pop up anytime in your life. Just be prepared.